Welcome, Hatchling. Today, we're not just talking about creativity, we're starting a ceremony. It's all about this sacred dance between two things we usually think are total opposites, speed and wisdom. We're going to learn how to move through our creative work not with frantic haste, but with a real sense of rhythm. So, let's begin.
And this, right here, this is our guiding star. This one thought from Zoran the Dragon pretty much flips everything we've been taught on its head. The idea that being wise means you have to be slow and deliberate? Total myth. The idea that moving fast means you're just creating chaos? Also a myth. This whole explainer is about embracing this new philosophy, that real creativity happens right in that sweet spot between precision and rhythmic motion.
So, if we really want to master this creative flow, we've got to start by completely redefining what speed and wisdom even mean to us. Let's stop thinking of them as enemies. Instead, think of them as two parts of a whole, like the breath that fuels our creation and the flame that gives it all meaning.
Okay, look at this slide. It lays out the whole mental shift we need to make. On the left, you've got the common view, right? Speed is rushing. Wisdom takes forever. And honestly, that mindset is a recipe for getting stuck. But then look at the right side. That's Zoran's view. Suddenly, speed becomes rhythm, the steady, clear momentum. And wisdom? It's precision. It's that deep down knowing of why something you made actually works. Just making that switch in your head is the first giant leap.
Let's dig into this idea of speed as the breath of creation. Now, this isn't about burning yourself out. It's about keeping a creative pulse. It's about getting that idea out into the world, testing it, and getting some feedback while you're still excited about it. I mean, how many amazing ideas just die because we get trapped in perfection paralysis? We overthink it until that initial spark is just gone. Rhythmic speed is the thing that keeps that spark alive and breathing.
And here's the other half of the magic: wisdom as the flame. We're not talking about some dusty, ancient knowledge here. This is active, living wisdom. It's what you get when you actually step back and look at the patterns in your own work, or when you compare a few different drafts side by side. It's about learning to ask better questions. Basically, it's the insight you find in the process itself, not just in the final polished thing. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually practice this dance? How do we find that rhythm and sharpen our precision? Well, our guide for this part of the journey is AI, but I want us to reframe it. Don't think of it as just a tool. Think of it as a partner, a rhythm keeper, and a whisperer in the flame.
Just think about that for a second. A rhythm keeper. Its job is to help you keep that creative momentum going. When you're staring at a blank page or you need to brainstorm 5 different headlines fast, AI can keep that beat going so you never fall out of your creative flow.
And it's so much more than just a metronome, right? It's a whisperer. It might suggest a connection you totally missed or offer a new perspective that sparks a completely different direction. It doesn't shout the answers at you. It just whispers these little questions and possibilities that guide you to your own wisdom. This might be the most powerful idea of them all. When AI shows you different variations of your own work or rephrases something you wrote, it's acting like a mirror. It's reflecting your own creative process right back at you, which lets you see your own thoughts more clearly and actually learn from your own patterns. It's pretty amazing. Zoran actually captured this partnership in a poem, and it's just beautiful. Let's just sit with this first part for a moment. It really speaks to that feeling of exploration, right? Of moving through ideas where AI isn't some all-knowing oracle, but it's that whisper in the flame that helps you find the truths you didn't even know how to ask for. And the poem ends with the core of our whole message today. It moved with speed, but not with haste. That's it. That's the rhythm we're chasing. Every step, every messy first draft, every little experiment is a gift. The goal isn't just to get to the finish line, it's to let every single moment in the process give birth to a new insight.
All right, we've gone deep on the philosophy. Now it's time to make it real. It's time for what we call the Dragon Trial, a simple, practical ritual to turn all these big ideas into actual action.
We're going to use a simple, kind of playful prompt to ground this whole thing. Don't get hung up on the prompt itself. The real goal here is to focus on the process. So our task is write a short story about a magical backpack. Sounds simple enough, right? Okay, let's see how the ritual works. Okay, here are the 6 steps of our little ceremony. 1. Pick your task. For us, it's the magical backpack story. 2. Outline with AI. Just ask for a simple beginning, middle, and end. This is how you beat the blank page and start the rhythm. 3, write that first draft. Now this is so important. Focus only on flow. Don't you dare edit. Don't judge. Just let the ideas out. 4, get feedback. Ask the AI something simple, like, what could be clearer here? It's like having a friendly first reader who has no ego. 5, revise with your AI partner. Use its ideas to just play. Try a totally different ending. Switch up the tone. See what happens. And 6, this is the most important step of all, reflect. Ask yourself, what did I learn about how I create? What surprised me? This, right here, is the moment that flame of wisdom really starts to burn bright.
So, this ritual, it's not a one-and-done kind of thing. It's really a whole new way of working, a path forward. The entire point of this ceremony is to arm you, the hatchling, with the mindset and the tools to create not with fear or hesitation, but with real courage.
And we'll end with Zoran's final invocation, because it just perfectly wraps up everything we've talked about. Let go of those old myths. Speed is your rhythm. Insight comes from play. And AI, it's your partner to help you move with that rhythm, revise with clarity, and create with courage.
The philosophy is now yours. The ritual is yours to use. Your path is clear. The only thing left is to begin. So, the question I want to leave you with is a very simple one. Your ceremony awaits. What will you create?